If you grew up as a kid in the 90s, your parents might have walked in and asked, "What the hell are you watching?"
Hey, fellers!
Two shows competing for the crown of insanity.
Don't swim out too far, kids! It could be dangerous!
Two cartoons that might induce a panic attack.
It's a nice one. Shut up!
So sit back and relax. For the next 5 rounds will determine the winner. Which cartoon aged stranger? And which cartoon would we go back and watch? Round 1.
Both shows are ugly, but one of them feels determined to make you physically feel it. Cow and Chicken makes disgusting look fun. Mystery meat, a pie made out of ketchup, and the red guy constantly walking around with his butt out. I don't even know why it's always out. It just is.
How do you keep your muscles so soft and supple?
Even when the show gets gross, it's bright, loud, and stupid. They open a line in the cafeteria called Happy Meat. They never explain where they're getting the meat, they just start serving pork butts. Everybody's eating ass, and nobody's questioning it. Cow and Chicken wants you to laugh at the grossness. Ren and Stimpy comes along and says, "What if you could actually feel this?" The teeth, the gums, the nerve endings. The tooth beaver chewing on Ren's exposed nerves. I swear I could actually feel that in my mouth. Then he's got no teeth. Just a mouthful of nerves and some stinky old gum holes. The close-ups reminded me immediately of SpongeBob. That disgusting still, where every pore, wrinkle, and wet surface gets its own close-up. Cow and Chicken makes ugly playful. Ren and Stimpy makes ugly tactile. Cow and Chicken is gross. Ren and Stimpy is disturbing.
Point, Ren and Stimpy. Round 2.
This round is something I didn't even expect to notice. But Ren and Stimpy doesn't just look uncomfortable. It sounds uncomfortable. The finger tapping drove me insane. The chalkboard screeches. The maniacal laughter. The show takes a noise that would normally last a half a second.
Now you can get a clean close shave without even being there.
It makes you sit with it until you're ready to freak out along with Ren.
Observe.
That's the most ridiculous thing.
I was about to lose my mind before he did. And everything takes forever. A reaction.
How do they work?
They're full of glue.
A close-up.
What's wrong with your skin?
A still image with flashing colors and horrible noises.
Climb.
The joke lands, and then it stays there. And stays there. Too long. Cow and Chicken does the complete opposite.
Where would we be without you, boneless chicken?
Where? Well, you'd be up a creek without a paddle.
Boneless Chicken's roasting on the roof. Cow tries to save him and gets stuck up there herself. A fish flies out of a pond that we don't even see and gets stuck in a food trap on the roof. The show flies. One ridiculous thing happens, and before you can even question it, something even dumber has replaced it. Ren and Stimpy traps you inside the joke. Cow and Chicken throws the next joke at your head. I respect the uncomfortable slow burn, but I want to reach into the TV and just tell them to move on.
Point, Cow and Chicken. Round 3.
So which one was actually funnier? Cow and Chicken has the humor of a group of 12-year-olds. There are weenie jokes everywhere.
So we are a pack of species. We have no elbows or knees.
This aired on Cartoon Network. The names are barely even jokes. Miss Bear Derriere.
What's the matter, Chicken? You don't like my cooking?
Well, that's too bad.
A character like Boneless Chicken who gets treated like the disabled cousin at the family reunion. And the best part is, the show never stops to explain any of it. Why is Cow's grandmother a chicken and grandfather a human?
I love this gal. Bye-bye, Grandma.
Grandpa?
Doesn't matter. Where did Happy Meat get the meat?
Don't ask where those came from.
Doesn't matter. Why did a fish fly out of the sky? Who cares? The world bends to the joke. Ren and Stimpy's funnier in a much stranger way. You have a cheeso-phone, a rubber nipple salesman.
You look like someone who could really use some rubber nipples.
Ren screaming, "You forced me to use it!"
You forced me to use it!
And then he just starts brushing his teeth. The show loves making something feel dangerous, sexual, or deeply wrong, and then revealing that it's just completely stupid. Even Happy Happy Joy Joy starts as a dumb children's song, and then ends with Ren blasting himself in the head while laughing like a maniac.
Why didn't you believe me?
Ren and Stimpy made me appreciate the construction of a joke. Cow and Chicken just made me laugh.
Point. Cow and chicken. Round 4.
You can see its fingerprints in all the cartoons that come afterward. The painted gross out close-ups, the exaggerated facial expressions, the sudden still frames, the willingness to slow down a joke until the audience becomes deeply uncomfortable. Watching it now, I realize Ren and Stimpy didn't just influence one cartoon. It proved television animation could be weird on purpose. Without shows willing to take a risk like this, I'm not sure cartoons like Courage or Rocko's Modern Life, or even the weirder episodes of Adventure Time, get the same freedom to exist. It pushed animation into some very strange places. Cow and Chicken has its own identity, but Ren and Stimpy feels like the show that opened the door. A lot of cartoons got weird after Ren and Stimpy. Not all of them got this weird. Cow and Chicken might be the easier watch, but Ren and Stimpy had a bigger impact.
Point. Ren and Stimpy.
Ladies and gentlemen, the great poet and festival, Lance Saxon.
Final round, which pair would I actually want to spend more time with? Ren and Stimpy are less like friends, and more like the worst roommate pairing in the ever. Stimpy's a dweeb, and Ren sounds like an angry foreign landlord.
Do you have to keep tapping like that? You bloated sack of protoplasm!
Stimpy gets in his space. He builds inventions that physically torture him. He smiles through all of it.
I offer records! Covered in bubble gum!
But once Ren goes insane,
My collection of rare, incurable diseases!
he stays insane. He doesn't calm down, he just discovers the next level of rage.
First, I'm gonna tear your lips out.
And Stimpy somehow tortures him without even realizing it.
Say something in Limburger.
Although after watching Stimpy's invention, I'm not entirely convinced he doesn't know. They're psychologically interesting. But relaxing? Absolutely not. Cow and Chicken actually feel like siblings. Cow is innocent, sincere, and completely comfortable being herself. She writes sad poetry in her diary, and Chicken immediately reads it to everyone. That tells you their relationship right there. Cow loves Chicken. Chicken loves Cow too, but he'll embarrass her the second he gets the chance. He mocks Cow's diary, he becomes the ugliest weenie. He acts like he's above everything. He gets dragged into whatever insanity Cow has created. Cow drives the chaos, Chicken gets dragged through it. And then you've got the red guy, showing up as the lunch lady, the principal, the teacher, a naked red devil with no pants, and apparently unlimited employment opportunities. But somehow the group's still easier to spend time with. Cow and Chicken flew by. Ren and Stimpy felt like something I should do a case study on. Cow and Chicken felt like something I'd actually put on. Ren and Stimpy are more psychologically interesting. Cow and Chicken are more fun to be around.
Point. Cow and chicken.
So which show actually aged stranger? Ren and Stimpy's easily the strangest show I've ever seen. It's slower, grosser, more experimental, and much more committed to making you uncomfortable. Watching it felt like being trapped in someone else's nervous breakdown. And I won't be caught dead taking any type of narcotic or hallucinogen in watching this show. I'd have to call my mother. But strange doesn't automatically mean better. Cow and Chicken is loud, childish, and obsessed with butts and weenies. But it knows exactly what it is. It makes ugly look fun. It never pauses for logic, and it moves before the joke has time to die. Ren and Stimpy change cartoons. Cow and Chicken's the one I'd throw on tonight.
Winner!
Cow and chicken!
Did Cow and Chicken deserve the win? Or did Ren and Stimpy permanently damage my ability to appreciate art? And what other two cartoons should fight next? Let me know in the comments.